Welcome to my session to all the NEET aspirants and future doctors who are pursuing NEET 2026. In this session, we are going to learn about the PYQs from the year 1988 to 2020 from the chapter Living World, which is the first chapter in the class 11th, NEET Biology. So let's start. Characteristics of living organisms. From this topic and subtopic, what is living, we can see one question which has appeared in the NEET 2016, one question that is also average, which is not too easy, not too difficult. And classification and taxonomic categories. Taxonomic categories. We have seen this question in the year 2019, and that is also one question which is average. Taxonomic aids, that is seen in 2018 NEET PYQ. One question, average. So let's start the questions. The first question, which of the following has proved helpful in preserving pollen as fossils? Pollen को ऐसा कौन सा चीज़ कवर करता है जिससे कि उसे फॉसिल जैसे प्रिजर्व किया जा सकता है? ऑप्शंस आर पॉलन किट, सेलुलोजिक इंटाइन, स्पोरोपोलिन, ऑयल कंटेंट. इसका आंसर आप कमेंट सेक्शन में दे सकते हैं. इसका आंसर है स्पोरोपोलिन. Because sporopollen cannot be degraded by the enzyme, strong acids and alkali. So that's why it is helpful in preserving pollen as fossil. Let's come to the next question. It is much easier for a small animal to run uphill than for a large animal because छोटे एनिमल्स को अपहिल जाने में बहुत ईजी होता है एज कम्पेयर टू लार्ज एनिमल्स. वाई? ऑप्शंस आर इट इज़ ईजियर टू कैरी अ स्मॉल बॉडी वेट, स्मॉलर एनिमल्स हैव हायर मेटाबॉलिक रेट, स्मॉल एनिमल्स हैव अ लो ऑक्सीजन रिक्वायरमेंट, the efficiency of muscles in large animals is less than the small animals. Comment below. The answer is basal metabolic rate. It has higher basal metabolic rate for smaller animals because basal metabolic rate is inversely proportional to the body size. So smaller animals have higher metabolic rate. Therefore, energy they produce is more. So let's come to the next question. Which one of the following aspects is an exclusive characteristics of living things? ऐसे कौन सा चीज़ है जिसे लिविंग थिंग्स को लिविंग कह सकते हैं? फर्स्ट ऑप्शन, आइसोलेटेड मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शंस अकर इन विट्रो. इन विट्रो का मतलब है इनसाइड द लैब. इंक्रीज इन मास फ्रॉम आउट इनसाइड ओनली. परसेप्शन ऑफ इवेंट्स हैपनिंग इन द एनवायरनमेंट एंड देयर मेमोरी. इंक्रीज इन मास बाय एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ मटेरियल बोथ ऑन द सर्फेस एज वेल एज इंटरनली. तो मैं ऑप्शंस को एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ, ध्यान से सुनिएगा. इंक्रीज इन मास फ्रॉम इनसाइड ओनली. इंक्रीज इन मास फ्रॉम इनसाइड ओनली का मतलब है जैसे कि अगर हम एक बलून में एयर फिल करें तो क्या उसे लिविंग कह सकते हैं? नहीं. तो सेकेंड ऑप्शन तो नहीं हो सकता. थर्ड ऑप्शन, परसेप्शन ऑफ इवेंट्स हैपनिंग इन द एनवायरनमेंट एंड देयर मेमोरी. मतलब अगर एक ऑर्गेनिज्म आउटसाइड एनवायरनमेंट को रिएक्ट करे, जैसे कि अगर ह्यूमंस थोड़ा सा ठंड कोल्ड वेदर हो जाए तो सर्दी लग जाती है, वैसे लिविंग थिंग्स बाहर के एनवायरनमेंट को रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. तो उसका आंसर यही होगा, थर्ड ऑप्शन. इंक्रीज इन मास बाय एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ मटेरियल बोथ ऑन द सर्फेस एज वेल एज इंटरनली. मतलब जैसे कि एक सैंड का जो पहाड़ होता है उसके ऊपर सैंड भरते भरते बड़ा हो जाता है, ये तो बिल्कुल भी हो नहीं सकता. लेट्स कम टू द फोर्थ क्वेश्चन. बायोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्टार्ट्स विथ फर्स्ट ऑप्शन सेलुलर लेवल, सेकेंड ऑप्शन ऑर्गेनिज्म लेवल, थर्ड एटॉमिक लेवल, फोर्थ सब माइक्रोस्कोपिक मॉलिकुलर लेवल. इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है डी, सब माइक्रोस्कोपिक मॉलिकुलर लेवल. बिकॉज biological organisms start with microscopic molecular level like viruses, bacteria, etc. Fifth question. The living organisms can be unexceptionally distinguished from the non-living things on the basis of their ability for. Options are interactions with the environment and progressive evolution, reproduction, growth and movement, responsive to touch. एक बार फिर से समझाती हूँ, ध्यान से सुनिएगा. The living organisms can be unexceptionally distinguished from the non-living things on the basis of their ability for. मतलब नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स से लिविंग थिंग्स को कैसे डिस्टिंग्विश किया जा सकता है कंप्लीटली. ऑप्शंस आर इंटरेक्शन विद द एनवायरनमेंट एंड प्रोग्रेसिव एवोल्यूशन. मतलब बाहर के एनवायरनमेंट से इंटरेक्ट करना. रिप्रोडक्शन मीन्स प्रोड्यूसिंग द न्यू वंस. ग्रोथ एंड मूवमेंट. ग्रोथ मीन्स आउटसाइड और इनसाइड. मूवमेंट बॉल भी तो मूव करता है, सभी मूव करते हैं. रिस्पॉन्सिव टू टच, टच से रिस्पॉन्स कर. सो इसका आंसर है रिप्रोडक्शन. There are several factors and processes which differentiate living beings from non-living things like reproduction, respiration, growth, etc. But among them, reproduction is the only difference which differentiates living beings from the non-living things without any exceptions. So let's come to the next question, sixth one. Angiosperms have dominated the land flora primarily because angiosperms means आपने तो पढ़ा ही होगा प्लांट किंगडम में algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Angiosperms which have seeds with their coat, fruit that is. Options are power of ability in diverse habitat, property of producing large number of seeds, nature of self pollination, domestication by man. तो इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन ए, पावर ऑफ एडेप्टेबिलिटी इन डाइवर्स हैबिटेट। मतलब एंजियोस्पर्म्स जो है वो बहुत सारे जगह पे अडेप्ट कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि टेरेस्ट्रियल हैबिटेट, एक्वेटिक हैबिटेट, ट्रॉपिकल, डेसीडियस एंड अल्पाइन, कहीं पे भी ग्रो कर जाते हैं, अनलाइक जिम्नोस्पर्म्स, algae, bryophytes which grow near moist areas like that. Let's come to the seventh question. Organisms which obtain energy by the oxidation of reduced inorganic compounds are, मतलब जो organisms डिकम्पोज हो जाते हैं, रिड्यूस हो जाते हैं, वो कौन से ऑर्गेनिजम्स, नहीं। कम टू द सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन. ऑर्गेनिजम्स विच ऑब्टेन एनर्जी बाय द ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ रिड्यूस्ड इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स आर कॉल्ड. मतलब ऐसे कौन से ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो कि इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स के डिकम्पोज होने के बाद जो एंजाइम्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं उनको ऑब्टेन करके एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. ऑप्शंस: फोटो ऑटोट्रॉफ्स, कीमो ऑटोट्रॉफ्स, सैप्रोजोइक, कोप्रो हेटरोट्रॉफ्स. फोटो ऑटोट्रॉफ्स मतलब जो सनलाइट को यूज़ करके एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. सैप्रोजोइक मतलब जो डेड ऑर्गेनिजम्स के ऊपर फीड करते हैं. कोप्रो हेटरोट्रॉफ्स मतलब जो कि नेचुरल ऑर्गेनिजम्स को खा जाते हैं. इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है कीमो ऑटोट्रॉफ्स, जो कि एंजाइम्स को ऑब्टेन करके एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. नेक्स्ट कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज़ ट्रू फॉर फोटोलिथोट्रॉफ्स. फोटोलिथोट्रॉफ्स क्या होते हैं? Photolithotrophs manufacture their own organic nutrients from inorganic raw materials like hydrogen, oxygen, etc. with the help of radiation energy. जो सन से जो रेडिएशन आते हैं ना, यूवी रेडिएशन, उसको ये यूटिलाइज करके एनर्जी ऑब्टेन करते हैं. इसका ऑप्शंस: ऑब्टेन एनर्जी फ्रॉम रेडिएशंस एंड हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. सेकेंड ऑप्शन: ऑब्टेन एनर्जी फ्रॉम रेडिएशंस एंड हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. थर्ड ऑप्शन: ऑब्टेन एनर्जी फ्रॉम ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. फोर्थ ऑप्शन: ऑब्टेन एनर्जी फ्रॉम इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. इसका ऑप्शन है ऑब्टेन energy from radiations and hydrogen from inorganic compounds. Let's come to the next question. First life on earth was, this is the direct question now, cyanobacteria, chemoheterotrophs, autotrophs, photoautotrophs. Obviously first environment में तो कुछ भी नहीं था, only inorganic compounds थे, तो chemoheterotrophs इसका आंसर होगा. Next question. The most important feature of all living system is to, first option, utilize oxygen to generate energy, replicate the genetic information. Third, produce gametes. Fourth, utilize solar energy for metabolic activities. तो इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है replication of genetic information, because replication of genetic information causes transfer of genetic information from one generation to next generation. अगर जेनेटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन यानी कि डीएनए मटेरियल प्रोड्यूस होगा तभी तो जनरेशन आफ्टर जनरेशन प्रोड्यूस होगा, वरना कहाँ से होगा, जनरेशन नहीं होगा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द बुक जनरा प्लांटारम वॉज रिटन बाय. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन बेसी. Second option हचिनसन. थर्ड एंगलर एंड प्रैंटल. फोर्थ बेंथम एंड हुकर. तो इसका डायरेक्ट आंसर है बेंथम एंड हुकर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. स्टडी ऑफ फॉसिल्स इज, ये आपको 12th क्लास में भी आएगा. ऑप्शंस आर पैलेंटोलॉजी, हर्पेटोलॉजी, सौरोलॉजी, ऑर्गेनिक एवोल्यूशन. इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है पैलेंटोलॉजी, बिकॉज पैलेंटोलॉजी इज द ब्रांच ऑफ zoology concerned with the study of fossils. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. हेमोस्टैसिस इज ऑर्गेनिजम्स. First option, tendency to change in environment, tendency to resist the change. Third, disturbance in regulatory control. Fourth, plants and animals extracts used in homeopathy. इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है tendency to resist the change, because homeostasis is the property of all living beings, which is a self-regulatory mechanism of maintaining favorable internal condition for uninterrupted chemical reactions in the living system despite the changes in the external environment. Example, in winter the skin contracts to conserve the body heat. Let's come to the next question. Employment of hereditary principles in the improvement of human race is. First, euthenics, eugenics, euphenics, ethnology. इसका आंसर है eugenics. Eugenics is the science that deals with the factors such as principles of genetics related to improvement of human race. Improvement of race is positive eugenics, and if factors are impaired, then it is negative eugenics. To the next question. Static concepts of species was put forward by. Options are De Candolle, Linnaeus, Theophrastus, Darwin. Correct option is Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus introduced binomial nomenclature in his book Species Plantarum 1753. He said that there can be variation within species, but they do not change from one species to another. Next question. Which of the following is against the rule of ICBN? First option is generics and species names should be underlined. Which of the following which of the following is against the rules of ICBN? First option, generic and specific names should be written starting with small letters. Second option, handwritten specific scientific names should be underlined. Every species should have a generic name and a specific epithet. Fourth option, scientific names are in Latin and should be italicized. So the correct option is generic and specific names should be written starting with the small letters. No, this is wrong because the first word denoting the genus starts with a capital letter while the specific epithet starts with a small letter. Let's come to the next question. Select the correctly written scientific name of mango which was described by Carolus Linnaeus. First option, Mangifera indica Carlin. Second option, Mangifera indica Lin. Third, Mangifera indica. Fourth, Mangifera indica written in italics. The correct option is option B, Mangifera indica Lin. We never write the specific epithet in capital letter. So let's come to the next question. Nomenclature is governed by certain universal rules. Which of the following is contrary to the rules of nomenclature? First option is biological names can be written in any language. Second, the first word in a biological name represents the genus name and the second is a specific epithet. Third, the names are written in Latin and are italicized. Fourth, when written by hand, the names are to be underlined. The correct option is option A. Biological names can be written in any language. Biological nomenclature is a formal system of naming species of living things by giving each a name composed of two parts, both of which use Latin grammatical forms, not in any language, although they can be based on words from other languages. Let's come to the next question. The common characteristics between tomato and potato will be maximum at the level of their options are genus, family, order, and division. And the correct option is family. Both belong to the family Solanaceae. Tomato, Lycopersicum esculentum, and potato, Solanum tuberosum. Both belong to a different class with the same family. Which one of the following organisms is scientifically correctly named, correctly printed, according to international rules of the nomenclature and described correctly? Options: Visca domestica, the common house lizard, a reptile; Plasmodium falciparum, a protozoan pathogen causing the most serious type of malaria. Third, Felis tigris, the Indian tiger protected in the Gil forest. E. coli, full name Entamoeba coli, a commonly occurring bacterium in the human intestine. The correct option is option B, Plasmodium falciparum, a protozoan. Plasmodium falciparum, a protozoan pathogen causing the most serious type of malaria, that is falciparum malaria. The next question is 21. Which of the following animals is correctly matched with its particular name taxonomic category? First option, tigris, the species. Second, mollusca, a class, cuttlefish. Third, humans, primata, the family. Fourth, housefly, musca, an order. The correct option is tiger and tigris. Both are from the same genus with a particular taxonomic category. Let's come to the next question. ICBN stands for. This is the important question which can be asked directly in the NEET 2026. ICBN stands for International Code of Binomial Nomenclature, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, International Congress of Biological Names, Indian Code of Botanical Nomenclature, Indian Congress of Biological Names. So the correct option is option A, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Next question. Phonetic classification is based on first, sexual characters, the ancestral lineage of existing organisms, observable characteristics of living organisms, dendrograms based on DNA characters. The correct option is option C, observable characteristics of existing organisms. This is because phonetic classification is based upon observable characters of an organism. Phylogenetic system of classification is a system including the evolutionary or phylogenetic relationship of an organism. Next question. Biosystematics aims at A. Identification and arrangement of organisms on the basis of cytological characters. B. The classification of organisms based on broad morphological characters. Morphological characters means which can be seen through the naked eye from the outside. C. Delimiting various taxa of organisms and establishing their relationships. D. The classification of organisms based on the evolutionary history and establishing their phylogeny on the totality of various parameters from all fields of studies. The correct option is option D. Biosystematics aims at the classification and it is the study of diversity of organism and all their comparative and evolutionary relationships. Let's come to the next question. Species are considered as option A, real units of classification devised by taxonomists, real basic units of classification, the lowest units of classification, artificial unit concept of human mind which cannot be defined in absolute terms. The correct option is option C. Species is the lowest units of classification or the basic taxonomic category comprising of one or more natural population of individuals that interbreed freely. Next question. What is true for individuals of same species? Live in same niche, live in same habitat, interbreeding, live in different habitat. Correct option is C, interbreeding. This is because individuals of the same species can interbreed. No two individuals share the same ecological niche. Let's come to the next question. The practical purpose of classification of living organisms is to explain the origin of living organisms, trace the evolution of living organisms, name of the living organisms, and facilitate identification of unknown organisms. The correct option is option D. Because biological classification is the scientific arrangement of organisms in a hierarchical series of species or groups and subgroups on the basis of similarities and differences in their traits. It helps in building evolutionary pathways and in identifying new organisms. Next question. A taxon is a group of related families, a group of related species, a type of living organisms, a taxonomic group of any ranking. Correct option is D, a taxonomic group of any ranking. Because taxon is a taxonomic group of any rank. Example, family, species, genus, etc. Let's come to the next question. Binomial nomenclature was introduced by, we have discussed earlier this question, De Vries, Carolus Linnaeus, Huxley, John Ray. The correct option is, comment in the comment section below. Next question. Species is a unit of classification, unit in evolutionary history of a tree, specific class of evolution, not related to evolution. The correct answer is option number A. Species is the basic unit of classification. It is defined as a group of natural population whose member can interbreed among themselves and are reproductively isolated with other such groups. Next question. Binomial nomenclature consists of two words. Can you guess what are those? Comment below. The correct option is genus and species. Next question. Taxonomy without phylogeny is similar to bones without flesh is a statement of. Though it's not in the textbook, but you can still consider reading it. Options: Oswald Tippo, John Hutchinson, Takhtajan, Bentham and Hooker. The correct option is Takhtajan. Ignore this question. Binomial nomenclature means one name given by two scientists, one specific name consisting of generic and specific epithet, two names, one Latinized other of a person, two names of a same plant. The correct option is option B. One specific name consisting of generic and specific epithet. Next question. Linnaeus is credited with. We have discussed this question several times. Comment in the comment section below. Next question. The term phylum was given by. This is another important question. Cuvier, Haeckel, Theophrastus, Linnaeus. The correct option is A. Cuvier. You can expect this question in the NEET 2026, although it's not there in the textbook, but still. Sequence of taxonomic categories is class, division, tribe, order, family, genus, species, division, class, family, tribe, order, genus, species, division, class, order, family, tribe, genus, species, phylum, order, class, tribe, family, species. So, the correct option is option C. Division, class, order, family, tribe, genus, species. You can see this sequence beside the page of topic taxonomic aids. Let's come to the next question. An important criterion for modern day classification is resemblances in morphology, anatomical and physiological traits, breeding habits, presence or absence of notochord. The correct option is option B. Anatomical and physiological traits. This is because modern day classification is new systematics or biosystematics, which includes all characteristics of organisms gathered from the study of sections like physiology, ecology, anatomy, biochemistry, cytology, and etc. Let's move to the next question. Linnaeus evolved a system of nomenclature called mononomial, vernacular, binomial, and polynomial. Answer to this question is binomial nomenclature. Next question. Basic unit or smallest taxon or taxonomy of classification is species, kingdom, family, variety. Answer in the comment section below. The next question. The term new systematics was introduced by Bentham Hooker, Linnaeus, Julian Huxley, A.P. de Candolle. The correct answer is C. The term new systematics was coined by Julian Huxley. Next question. The contrasting characters generally in pair used for identification of animals in taxonomic key are referred to as alternate, couplet, lead, doublet. Correct option is couplet. The keys are based on the set of contrasting characters in a pair known as couplet. Although this is deleted in NEET 2024 and 25, but we don't know about the future, right? So let's read it. Which one of the following is not a correct statement? Botanical gardens have collection of living plants for reference. A museum has collection of photographs of plants and animals. Key is a taxonomic aid for identification of specimens. Herbarium houses dried, pressed, and preserved plant specimens. Correct option is B. Museums. Museums are generally set up in educational institutes such as schools and colleges. Museums have collections of preserved plant and animal specimens for study and reference. So, that's all for this session. Thank you all my dear NEET aspirants and future doctors. All the best for your NEET 2026 exam. If you like this videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.